Alright, so I think that's good.
That means if we're live, then greetings. This is Fridays from the Hildt. I'm your host, Christopher Hildt, Christopher Logan Hildt. This is our first live stream, and I would like to introduce my co-host, but since I have a live stream before and he has, I will let my son introduce himself.
Howdy, I'm Jake Pendragon. I kind of run a YouTube channel. It's kind of defunct. I haven't used it in a long time, but I used to do Kingdom Hearts live streams and playing video games over there, but now I'm going to be on From the Hildt, helping and supporting my dad on a technical level, while we basically just have a good time.
Well, that sounds great. Now, what I've had going on is I've done some Joe Takes, which is a show where I give my opinion on individual G.I. Joe characters. I've also done 2 episodes where I did my opinion on a group. I did all of G.I. Joe and all of Cobra in 2 different videos. And in those videos, I also did a top 10 of my favorite characters for each group. I also do Tales from the Hildt, where I read a chapter out of one of my new books or one of my old books. Also, we're going to be, once everything is straightened out with our publisher, I will also be reading some of my brother Red Solidius' books. He's passed away, so his label is transferring over to Hildt Lore Books. And we will soon have the rights to all his stuff, too. And be able to read his stuff and honor him on this channel. Was there anything else you were wanted to add to that?
No, that seemed to about summed it up. What you do, at least.
Okay. Well, that's part of what I do, because I also do book reviews, generally my own books from the Hildt Lore Books catalog, but I'm also going to be doing reviews. Like I plan to do a review on the Mark Bellomo's Ultimate Guide to G.I. Joe. Now, I had mentioned in a video that I hadn't seen one of these reviews before, and I was going through HCC 788's backlog and realized that he already did a review. So I was wrong on that front, and I remembered having watched the video too, so that's what's funny. But we're definitely still going to do a review on that. We seem to be alone here on this live stream, and that's okay. We had some people that we knew were going to show up and haven't done so yet, but they might have got the time wrong.
Yeah. When it comes to live streams, it's kind of finicky about that kind of stuff. Sometimes I sit alone in live streams. But I always had one person, but that's in the past.
Okay. So, about what we got going on in the coming weeks, I'm gonna be doing 3 videos a week myself. On Wednesdays, I'll be doing something from Hildt Lore Books, either a Tales from the Hildt or Hildt Lore Books review. And then on Fridays, we're either going to be having an episode of Fridays from the Hildt like this, or I will be doing some kind of either book review or something along those lines. I definitely will have some kind of content every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday is when I do my Joe Takes. So far, we have 6 Joe Takes done, not including the Techno Viper one, which is technically Joe Take 0, which was actually filmed for Cobra Convergence 6. But that video wasn't used, so I posted it on this channel. It's just a short little video. So I added it to my Joe Takes and libraries and playlist so that it would be on there so people could check it out if they wanted to. It's more of a review than Joe Take, but I thought it fit there better than anything else. Then first up was Flint from the Hildt. Then I did Zartan from the Hildt, which was a really popular video. Then I did Scarlet from the Hildt, and then Cobra Commander from the Hildt, which also was a very popular video. Now, when I did the Zartan video, it was actually the Scarlet video where I was asking people to determine whether the Joes would get more likes than the Cobras. And I had mentioned that the Flint video had more likes than the Zartan video, that Zartan was jealous. Well, while I was filming that, Zartan got more likes and still has more likes. So Cobra has won that debate. So, plus the Cobra from the Hildt video did way better than the G.I. Joe from the Hildt video. So it just proves that as fans, I think we all like Cobra more than G.I. Joe, even though my heart lies more with G.I. Joe, but I think I like more of the characters on the Cobra side. So what does that say about us as fans? I'm not really sure, but we'll see. So yes, tomorrow I'm going to do another Joe Takes Saturday morning. My Saturday morning Joe Takes, and my clue as to what's coming up is right here. Yep, it's going to be me, y'all. Dusty from the Hildt. Okay, I hope that showed up pretty good. There it goes.
Yeah.
So that should be fun, and I hope everybody checks that out, like they've done so with a lot of our other videos. Hope my subscribers are enjoying my channel, and we're going to stick around here and just chat for a few minutes. And if no one else shows up in the chat, then we're going to sign off. But there was something else I wanted to try. So while we were here, I wanted to actually, I don't know if I could do that from here, but let's see. I wanted to see if a fellow YouTuber, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to see if a fellow YouTuber who's live streaming right now, and I wasn't aware that he was going to do that at the same time, would be willing to let us live stream his live stream. I don't know if that's even possible, but we're going to see if we can try it here. Let's see.
I don't think he's live streaming yet.
He was supposed to be. It's upcoming. Oh, so I guess that's in another hour. So good. We're not live streaming at the same time. So that works for me. Which one of these is open? That one.
Maybe you should have checked that before you made that plan.
So long as I'm still on here. All
Yeah,
right.
you're good.
Okay, well, so far things have been going pretty good. My first video was my Lenharo Fantasy Adventures review for the massive book. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera. big wall of person blocking the camera, but we reviewed this first up, and I had to put this in 4 parts. It's a monster book. Gen X, Bear, the Gen X GM on 4 Color Cafe is actually going to be reviewing Lenharo Fantasy Adventures live on Wednesday. I believe it's 6 o'clock too, and I'm pretty sure that's Mountain Time because they're in Montreal, Canada, so I think that's going to be a little different. But you'll have to check out his channel. I'll always check out Bear, the Gen X GM's channel if you like gaming at all. Also, if you're a Joe fan, make sure you're checking out HCC 788. He's the one live streaming tonight. So he should be starting in about, well, it looks like 45 minutes. So make sure you check out his live stream. I'm probably going to jump in over there. I was hoping we'd have a couple of friends show up, but it looks like they haven't.
Yeah, it still looks pretty barren besides myself.
Well, then we did the Joe Takes. Like I said, the second video was Flint from the Hildt. I did a couple of intro videos. They're just little short videos. One's about Hildt lore books and which books I'd be reviewing, and another is about me, which is not something I like to really talk about, which is very clear in that video, but I got through it, and it's a pretty decent video, at least I think.
You did a pretty good job with that video at the very least.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's do that while we're sitting here. Just wait on people. So, what did you think of my review of Lenharo Fantasy Adventures?
Well, I watched bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I think a lot of people did that. It's a
From
long video. I did compile it all 4 parts into one video recently, so you could see it all at once if you'd rather do that. So,
I've been a very avid player of Lenharo Fantasy Adventures, but just a few years ago, you totally revamped the system with the Light Edition and the Enhanced Edition and all that, and at first it was a little weird testing the waters, but from what I've been able to play test, you've been able to do a lot of good with that system, and it's way better than it was before. Though from the review, mostly the reason why I didn't watch most of it is just a bit of constructive criticism here. You were basically just showing the book and, like...
Well, that was the goal.
I know that was the goal, but
the
way
goal was
you
to share the
showed
book.
it just felt like you were reading it.
Well, that was my first attempt at any kind of reviews, so it's a little choppy, but it works. Well, then I reviewed Forging a Company, the Horror Bad Company Chronicles Volume 1, which is my latest hardback that I just released back in December. We revamped it, though, with a new cover and a new interior. Katie Robbins did a really good job on that for us.
It just looks
it's hard to
so
remember not
beautiful.
to say everybody's author names and not their real names sometimes. But yeah, we're
Trust me, I'm guilty of saying
so,
my name on stream.
A lot of
before.
people did watch that. I was wondering if you checked it out.
Oh no, sorry. I've been busy doing a lot of other things. I mostly do games and stuff, so I've been obsessing over the new Tears of the Kingdom that came out recently. Great game. A lot of people had a mixed reception as to whether or not they would like it or not. But once the game came out, it kind of solidified, yeah, it's a great game.
Well, I like to watch you play it. So, so I totally understand that, if you don't watch some of the videos. Well, what about have you watched me reading the first chapter of Forging a Company?
No, I didn't watch that.
So I need some constructive criticism, so I don't have a lot of people watching.
I need to, your channel's on my backlog of things I need to do.
But your backlog. You're on the channel, it's going to be your backlog, but that's okay. I get it. I also did a small review of my book, Grey Fury Sunset Blue. It's just a quick look at the new hardback. But then I actually, just this week, Wednesday in fact, read the first chapter of that and the prologue. So
seems someone popped in. I wonder who that is.
Well, take a look. We can say hi to him.
That's weird. It says 2 watching, but
they haven't said hello yet. Well, whoever you are, welcome. This is Fridays from the Hildt. We're just talking about stuff that we're doing on the channel. If you have any questions, shoot them at us, please.
Yeah, I have the live chat on a second laptop over here, so anything you wish to ask, I will be able to see it and be able to ask it.
Yeah, we've definitely had some technical difficulties here at the beginning, and we apologize about that, but we got it going. Yep. And it seems like we're doing pretty good live here. Mm-hmm. The books I've got coming up, I'm going to be doing a new cover to my Dragon Patrol novel, and then I'll be doing a review on it, and then I will definitely read the first chapter, probably the prologue of that too.
Oh man, I loved reading your Dragon Patrol novel. I can't wait to see it with a new cover and all that.
Well, what did you think? You've read Forging a Company before.
Yeah. So, I read through Forging a Company. It was a really great book. You have an amazing writing style, I do have to say.
Well, you're a little biased because I'm your dad, but...
No. I enjoyed reading it because it builds this world in a way that is very similar to Tolkien and stuff, but it's also very you. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing.
Well, with Dragon Patrol, it's Dragon Patrol set in the modern day, but dragons invade the Earth, and a group of young people get together and start fighting the dragons. It's a pretty intense and violent action adventure.
I mean, one of the first scenes, one of the characters gets completely crippled.
Right.
And that's first chapter, so that's not really spoilers or anything.
No, not really. That's kind of part of his character is that he's in a wheelchair, so... And he's like their tech guy, so... Oh yeah, I know, the same old trope. Tech guy's in a wheelchair, I know, sorry. But I did it. I wrote this book way...
The way you wrote it, it was really good.
I wrote it in the late 90s, and I finished it up in the early 2000s, and published it in 2011.
Mom is the one that joined in.
Of course. So it was the tiger that joined, and she said she was going to join us, but her answer to that, would you like to join, was this. Hello, tiger. Welcome to the live stream.
Is there anything you would like to say? Okay.
Did she comment?
She's asking if you can see her. Yes, I see you, Mom.
How can we? You see her comment? Okay.
Yeah, her
Okay.
comment.
Yes, we saw her as the tiger. I'm sorry. This is a little weird for us, but we're getting used to it. And
It's not too weird. I'm used to it. I'm very used to this type of stuff.
Oh, definitely not. But I've gotten used to being behind the camera quite a bit, and I run a lot of games, so I'm treating it like that, like I'm running a game. Well, we pretty much covered every topic I wanted to. It's super fast, unfortunately, but
Yeah, that was pretty fast, but it's still half of the plan time at least, so that's good.
Well, I still want to give everybody a chance to show up, so we're going to stick around for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll continue talking about some of the videos I did. Have you watched any of the Joe takes?
JoJo's not really my thing, you know that.
I know it's not your thing, but you watched at least one of them with me.
Yeah, I watched. Which one was it?
Scarlet?
Oh yeah, the Scarlet one.
And then you were the voice of Breaker in the Cobra Commander video.
Oh yes, I was as Breaker.
The Tiger voiced Scarlet in that, and that was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
We put together a little kind of a stop motion play motion video. So if you want to check that out, it's at the beginning of Cobra Commander from the Hildt, and then there's a little cameo by Zartan at the end. Well, Zartan sort of. So if you want to check that out, please do so. That's the Cobra Commander from the Hildt. And Zartan we did a little skit with Zartan at the beginning of the Scarlet from the Hildt video. So if you want to start it from the beginning, watch Scarlet from the Hildt, and then Zartan, then Cobra Commander from the Hildt, and you'll get those in order.
Oh, Tiger, the reason why it's off is because of latency issues. The way streaming works is once we are streaming to YouTube, and then YouTube is streaming to you, so there is definitely going to be a delay.
Kind of a lag, I guess.
Yeah, that's always been the case, especially when I was streaming. It felt really annoying at first. It's just something you have to get used to.
Well, it's definitely all new to me. It's kind of weird talking and then watching myself a few seconds later continue that same conversation. Like, I don't even know. Let me count the delay here. I'm going to put my finger up, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's quite a delay. I mean,
that is a huge.
It's
delay.
still there. It is. Whoa! So that's the delay time. That's quite a bit. We probably could tweak that and get that a little faster, but we'll see.
I've been working at it for like over a summer trying to get the latency down, and it doesn't do anything. I just got used to it.
I'm still working at all this stuff. OBS was all set up to live stream, and then for some reason it just didn't. We had to actually go in and redo it for whatever reason. So, but here we are.
To work.
Yeah, we got it to work. a little late. The beginning of the video is probably really choppy, but we'll see how things go.
Sleeping kitty. Yeah, we got a new kitten recently, so Tiger's in the other room just playing with her.
Yeah, well, to match the dog that may or may not still be around here in a couple months, he might be moving. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might when we're doing the live stream, we might invite Luna in here so everybody can check her out. She's a cute little kitten.
Yeah, she's our little cute
full of energy, and she definitely likes to be up in front of me when I'm working. So, like most cats, it's very typical.
All right. So, should I talk about what I'll be bringing to the channel?
Go for it, man. Take some time, man. We've got plenty of time, apparently.
Apparently. Anyway, what I did on my other channel is I did a lot of Let's Plays, mostly Kingdom Hearts. We love our puppy. But I mostly did Kingdom Hearts. I wanted to do other things, but the reason why I stopped mainly was because I realized that as a streamer, I was only really doing it for a small group of friends, so I put it on a YouTube Discord server after a while, because again, I was just doing it for a small group of friends. And also, YouTube and Twitch, they didn't really like each other after a while. So I had a hard time putting my Twitch VODs onto YouTube afterwards. But what I'm going to be doing for this channel is various video game related stuff. I could do reviews, I could do mechanics, that sort of stuff.
Are you going to be doing any live streaming videos, video games?
I might. I'll have to consider.
Like you did on your channel.
I need to work things out. My computer's getting really old, so that particular thing that I'm doing, I'll have to get a new computer. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do something different for that. But
so do you want to plug your channel, or do you want to talk about your channel at all?
My channel is defunct, is what I like to call it. I would go back to it, but there was one particular person that I used to do my channel for, and they used to be my romantic partner, but we had a really bad falling out, so I just have bad memories associated with that.
Was your channel public or private?
It was public.
So your videos are still online?
Yeah, they're still online. You could watch them at Jake Pendragon, but
that's what I was going to say. Plug your channel, man, if you want to.
But I'm not going to be posting there anymore. I'm just going to be working with Christopher Hildt here.
Well, Christopher Hildt,
Logan, whatever.
To gamers, I'm Logan. To my writer crowd, as an author, I'm Christopher Hildt. My real name is Chris Watches. I went over that in my Breaking the Ice video, but.
And to me, your dad.
But on most of the streaming channels, I'm from the Hildt, so that's what most people know me as online right now. So there we go.
You want to play games with me, Tiger? Well, maybe we could pick some multiplayer games that we could play and try out. That would be really fun.
See, the Tiger doesn't want to be on camera, but she wants to sneak and get in the chat. But that's okay. So
I know,
we
right?
didn't have anybody
I
else
don't want
in
to
the
be
chat,
on
so.
camera, but I would chat.
That's okay. And that's actually part of the fun. Now, if we get our other friends in here, that would be cool, because we had Jason. His name is Jason Yerpe. He's one of our subscribers. Plus, he is also a contributor to the Lenaro Fantasy Adventures game. He actually created and played. Well, I created the race of guards, but he actually played the first guard, and we call him we call Intel the first guard just because of that. And it's kind of nice. That was the name of his character, Intel.
Also, though, if I remember correctly, wasn't the story behind that he challenged you to make a unique race, and you just pulled out paper and pencil and just wrote out the Garn description right then and there?
He challenged me at the beginning of the game. He says, "You create a unique race, and I'll play it." And I said, "Fine, I'll create a unique race." So I cooked up the guard. Now the guard is a very strange race of. And originally they were just red-skinned humanoids. I mean, it's like a really dark crimson red. It's kind of cool. They have a couple of slots where their nose should be, and they have their bodies aren't physically as hardy as a human being, but as they are mentally superior. They can see traces. They can see magic. So it's hard to fool a guard with illusions. Illusions can actually blind a guard, though.
Oh my gosh. Like if a Garn walks into a room that's just completely just magic everywhere, they could just be like, ah!
The really unique part about a guard is they're neither male or female. I think what do you call that?
Unisex?
Unisex.
Or agender?
Agender.
I don't know. There's all sorts of
But
things
as
you
a
can do.
species, they can be, whether they want to be male or female, it doesn't matter. And when they actually mate, it's something they do at the end of their life, and they actually merge into one being and lay a bunch of pod, and they're mammalian dragons when they hatch. It's kind of cool. They're full grown when they hatch. So they merge and they grow, and then they lay. And the first thing they do when they come out of their cocoon-like thing is lay a bunch of pods, and then they actually feed the pods milk from their bodies as a mammal. And then when the pods hatch, they're full-grown guards. It's kind of weird. And then the guard stays with their parent Zariat for about a year, or sometimes a little longer. And then once the parent Zarian feels that they're ready, they let them off into the world, and then whatever they want to do, if they want to be, like in our game system, we have nobles. If they want to be a noble, they'll set them up as a proxy noble vassal of some other noble, and they could be a noble. They could be pretty much any lifestyle, if I remember correctly. I'd have to look it up, but
Basically,
I got the book right here.
Basically, Garns have it made, man. It's just like, what do you want to do for a living? I want to do this. Okay, I will go out of my way to make sure you can be that.
Well, that was the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to plug the fact that we're releasing the Enhanced Edition here near the end of the month. The release date is the 28th of June, but it might come out a little earlier depending on how Amazon works it. And then I will try to get a PDF on DriveThruRPG. Right now, we're trying to get a PDF. I'm going through the process of getting a PDF on DriveThruRPG of Lenharo Fantasy Adventures. That should be ready within the next week, and maybe within a couple of days. I've already submitted it, and I'm waiting to hear back from them on that. But let me get to the guard here real quick. Yeah, guards they can't be everything. There are in our game system we have 10 major lifestyles, and a guard can be an adventurer, a bounty hunter. That's actually a tradesman.
That's a typo.
The typos have been fixed in this book. That's a nobleman, a religious man, and a scholar. So they can't be survivalist.
And
can't be
Tiger
savages.
is spamming the chat.
Well, that's wow. I would say so. No publicity. Yeah, you're right. We got no publicity, but that's okay. We'll just sit here and chat with ourselves.
Hooray!
Hooray! But yeah,
to the infinite void of this room.
So on June 28th or before, the Enhanced Edition Lenharo Player's Guide and Lenharo Referee's Guide will be released on Amazon. Now, Katie Robbins is working on a ebook, a Kindle book for us. You're laughing at the chat. We're sitting here.
No. I'm laughing at the video that had a delay. I'm like, why did I do that?
And now you're going to be laughing again because you're going to see yourself laughing about it. But yeah, so by the 28th, and Katie Robbins is putting together the Kindle ebook, and she does a great job on a lot of the books. She's been helping us out a lot on. She did our cover for Forging a Company, and she was actually supposed to jump in the chat tonight. But she might have thought we were going to be earlier because she's East Coast, we're Mountain. So we're going to have to get this figured out. But yeah, she's working on PDFs for both DriveThruRPG and for Amazon. But most likely it'll go on Amazon first. Boop the tiger. I like that. Okay.
Well, she's just spamming the chat. Like, why? Just to be silly?
But no, we on this channel, we just want to have some fun. That's why I'm doing my Joe takes. But the main purpose is to let everybody know about our game system, Lenharo Fantasy Adventures, both the Light Edition and the upcoming Enhanced Edition. For the Enhanced Edition, though, this year, in July, we're going to be releasing a Creature Guide, which is the first Referee's expansion. And then the first Player's expansion is also coming out in July, and that's the Creature... not Creature, that's the Character's Companion. So Lenharo Character's Companion. And then we got two more coming out shortly after that, probably in August. That would be the Referee's expansion, the Lenharo Encounters Guide, and the Player's expansion, the Lenharo Support Character. So if you want a bonded mount or a follower, that's in the Lenharo Support Character. So those will be coming out by August. And then in October, the last game book we're putting out for the year is going to be Haven's Run Adventures, which is a campaign setting that comes with, like Lenharo Fantasy Adventures, came with King's Own. Haven's Run Adventures comes with the adventure Dawns the Night, which is a basic started adventure, which is compatible with Lenharo Fantasy Adventures to a certain point. You'd have to convert it a little bit. And then the Enhanced Edition has professions for lifestyles, and the Light Edition does not. But it's basically the same game, but the Enhanced Edition just has a whole lot more. So and here you are having a private chat with the Tiger, and
I'm still listening.
ignoring the channel.
I'm not ignoring the channel. I'm interacting with the fans. And by fans, I mean Tiger.
The fan. The fan.
The fan.
Well, this is kind of what I expected for our first live stream, and it's kind of funny because this is actually exactly what I expected. I also expected the people who said they were going to show up for the chat not to be here, so I'm being proven completely right that this live stream is just going to be me and you.
And apparently...
Oh, and the tiger. I'm sorry. Let's get the tiger in here. Plus, she is spamming the chat, so... What she got going on? I miss my puddle dragon. Yes, well, for her character, she wanted a unique familiar, and I created something called she called it a puddle dragon, but we came up with that. And
she hardly got to use it.
She got to use it once, and then we didn't go back to that game. But yeah, she misses her puddle dragon. The tiger actually, I write everything for our game books, but the tiger goes over everything, and especially for the anime, she does all
sorts of things for the races,
and she helps with the charts. And then Jake actually goes through and reads it and kind of proofreads it.
Red's on.
Oh, Red's on. Okay, we've got somebody in the chat. Well, hello, Red Power, fan 27. We're gonna pretend like we don't know you. No, Red Power is definitely one of my subscribers, and welcome to Fridays from the Hildt. Since you're new and it's like starting over, I am your host, Christopher Logan Hildt, and this is my co-host,
Jake Pendragon.
So we're just being silly. Red Power is actually my other son. So we're just kind of having a family little computer chat live on YouTube. Oh boy, yeah. But it's public for all to see how ridiculous we're being.
It's so ridiculous.
Like I said, I was hoping we'd have some of my old crew show up for gaming so that we could chat some old games and stuff. But it looks like they're not gonna make it tonight.
Oh well, we still got 20 minutes, so they might pop in eventually.
We'll hang out for 20 more minutes. I think we can give them that long. Hand me that box.
The box.
Yeah. Let's do a proper look at what we're gonna be looking at tomorrow on Joe Takes. I'm gonna be doing Dusty from the Hildt, so I'm not really gonna show you this because I'm gonna show it off in the video, but a proper preview of tomorrow's Joe Takes. So I hope you check that out. I hope you guys have enjoyed our channel. We're just kind of having fun here. We're not really trying to be too serious. We definitely want to share our game system with you. I want to share my books with everyone. And if you're a military action enthusiast, we got Grey Fury and the Joe Takes. If you're into fantasy and tabletop role-playing, we've got Forging a Company and the Linharo Bad Company Chronicles. We also have Sentinel of Glaive that is available on Amazon.com, which is set in the world of Linharo. And then there's a Dragon Patrol, which is a modern military action medieval
kind of
fantasy.
Mix.
But Dragon Patrol is a lot of fun. I enjoyed writing it, and everybody who's read it so far has given me nothing but positive feedback. I haven't really, other than one other person, got anybody to read Grey Fury that I know of yet. I've sold some, but no one's given me a review on it yet, so I don't know how that's going. Uh-oh.
I'm not facing the camera.
Red Power and the Tiger are having it out in the chat. Oh,
I'm not facing the camera.
You're not facing the camera. See how you are?
No. She's not facing the
camera. I see. I see how it is.
She's here, but she's not.
She's here, but she's not here. She's here in stuffed spirit. Oh, hey, she likes to call this little guy Ty, but that's short for Tiger with a Y. So, she does all the wonderful art on her books. This cover is hers. I could probably show you some of her work if I was a little bit more tech savvy at the moment, but it's working, and I'm not messing with it right now until I get better at it. So, what do we got going on? I'm not facing the camera. Why? Okay, why? Yeah, I agree, Red Power. Why?
Why?
Oh, I did want to talk about our official mascot for Joe Takes. If you want to hand me to me. I did an opening, a boxing. I opened him on live on the, well, not live, but I opened him on the camera on G.I. Joe from the Hildt. So Gung Ho is going to be our official mascot because I have no place to put him now. I do have a second Gung Ho in package. He's up on the wall behind us, but yeah, it's way too high. You can't see that. But if you want to grab that, and we'll show it off. So yes, I have one for my wall. I'm still complaining about these file cards. Why can we just have a file card? I know that it's cost cutting and it saves them money, but it's still annoying for us fans because if I was a French speaker, I'd want it all in French. If I was a Spanish speaker, I'd want it all in Spanish. And they should have them for, you know, everyone. All right, put it back on. I know, you're being funny.
No, I'm just doing a viewer request right now.
Oh, you're doing a viewer request. I like that. Put me on your shoulder. Oh, well, there she is. She's on Jake's shoulder. Oh, yeah, and Red Power Ranger thinks it's funny, too, so...
He went from wondering why we're doing this to just laughing right along with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna as soon as we sign off here, I'm gonna head right over live to HCC 78's live chat, and I will be in that. But we're gonna be quitting here just in a few minutes. But I still want to give Jason and Katie Robbins a chance to jump in here like they said they would.
Well, it looks like someone joined Hane, but
how many people are watching?
There's 4 views, but there's only 3 people.
It should say how many people are watching video. Okay, what am I looking at? We put all the cheaters.
There's 3 watching right now.
Oh, that would just be us.
Yeah, but
somebody else chimed in for a bit and went, "Wow, what is this?
What is this?
This is dumb. Oh,
Stupid."
Well, like I said, this is our first one. It's really mainly for a test. We'll have a real show here next week.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know if Jake's gonna be joining me, but I'll be doing something. And I will come on live and maybe just chat. And if anybody joins me, great. If not, I'll stick around for about 15 minutes and then I'll sign off. But if somebody's on there and we're chatting, great. And it looks like I could do this on the YouTube better than I can the way we had it set up with my OBS. So
it's still set up with your OBS.
Yeah, it's going through my OBS software, but that's where we're at. Oh, and for those of you who have noticed, I do have a sinus problem. It's called asthma, and I'm stuffed up a lot, especially with the dog right now, because I'm allergic to dogs. But he's a cool little guy, and I'm going to be sad to see him go. But so if people wonder why don't you wait until you're not stuffed up to make a video, and the truth is, I wouldn't make any videos because I'm almost always stuffed up. So that's my little excuse for being a little nasally sometimes, and I apologize for that, but that's how it is. We gotta work with the cards we've been dealt, and I've been dealt the stuffy nose card. Go Joe is going low.
Oh no!
The mascot is taking care of you.
No, the commenters are just being funny.
Well, we're all just having fun on here. Fun! Lots of fun running back and forth.
And you ruined it by saying that.
I started something here. That's from the Tiger. All right, yeah. Like I said, this is pretty much just a test video, so we're just having fun here tonight, and that's what we want to do actually on this entire channel.
Fun.
Fun. So Just sit here and laugh for 20 minutes? Is that what we're going to do now?
I don't know anymore.
And they're back to it. Okay. They're spamming back and forth now. Fun. And if you're not live, you can't see the chat. So.
Oh, you could see the chat afterwards.
I've tried to watch some live streams afterwards, and the chat's not on there. It's just the video.
It replaces the comments.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, so technically this is going to be in our comments thing?
Yes.
Oh my goodness! See, I'm learning. I'm learning every day. I'm 53 years old, and every day I learn. Anyway, I definitely wanted to plug again. I know I did it once, but I'm going to plug it again. Bear the Gen X GM next Wednesday. 4-Color Cafe. Check that out for the review of the Horror Fantasy Adventures. I know nobody's watching this live, but my video will be up, and if anybody watches it, they're probably not going to get this far into the video.
And if you do, thank you. We appreciate
thank you very much. I did want to say thanks to my subscribers and anybody who watches this silly video. What time is it, dude? Because I think we should probably sign off.
6:47.
Yeah, okay. We've fooled around long enough. We're going to sign off here.
What are you talking about? This is a very serious live stream.
Oh. Hey, you got me. I broke, okay? All right. Thanks for watching if you watched. For those of you in my family who watch. Hopefully next week we'll get some people besides the family, and we're definitely doing a Fridays from the Hildt next week.